Hello, this is JD from Tech Canvas, and in this video we will look at Agile Project Management Framework. Before we start, let me quickly introduce myself. I am one of the project management instructors from Tech Canvas. I am a PMI certified project management professional. I am also a certified Scrum Master and also a Microsoft certified solution developer. I have more than 15 years of experience in project management. I am equally well versed with waterfall and agile methodologies. So, what is Agile Project Management Framework? It is a modern agile framework. It can cover the entire life cycle of an agile project. It was first introduced in the book Agile Project Management: Creating Innovative Products, written by Jim Highsmith, who also is one of the signatories of Agile Manifesto. So what does this framework do for you? It can help you translate your vision into a deliverable. Let us see how it does that. The Agile Project Management Framework is split into 5 phases: the envision phase, the speculate phase, the explore phase, the adapt phase, and the close phase. Now, it is notable that speculate to adapt phases are in repetition mode. Let us see how this works one by one. The envision phase, you typically create your product vision. You get your high level scope of the project. You also translate your elevator goal statement, also known as elevator pitch. You also create your first draft release plan, and you also publish the milestones of the project. And finally, you create something called project datasheet, which we'll look at in a minute. The next phase is the speculate phase. In this phase, we convert the product vision into product backlog. We also do the technical design for what we are going to do. We also revise the release plan. We also create a list of features expected as per the product roadmap, and we start doing the iteration plans. In the explore phase, we start following the iteration plans, also known as the sprint plans. We also start following the release plans, where in these checkpoints we release value to the market. We start delivering the features and stories in the time boxes mentioned above. As a servant leader of the team, we also coach and do team development. During this phase, we do daily interactions like your daily stand-ups and daily scrum. And on top of the stories, we implicitly do repetitive risk management. In the adapt phase, we review the results, we review feedback, we review performance. And how do we achieve all these three? Through ceremonies like sprint review and retrospective. By doing so, we adapt and then loop back to speculate phase. And finally, when you are handing over the development work to another team or when the product is decommissioned, you close the project. And here we deliver the final product, we conclude, we document key learnings, and then we celebrate. So earlier I mentioned about project data sheet. So what does it do exactly? It is a single sheet with summary of the project objectives, project milestones, product capabilities, project information, and risks. Let us go through them. The first section that you see in PDS are the key stakeholders. So who do we mention here? We mention the key stakeholders like the project sponsor, the project manager, the product manager, and we also mention the official start date. We also have a section for clients or customers where we mention external stakeholders, internal stakeholders, or any tenants if you are dealing with multi-tenant product. So in this example, we have mentioned on-premise customers, public cloud customers, or any white label customers to whom we would be reselling our product. The next section you could have is the project objectives. You could put down your simple objectives for the project. In this example, we are dealing with the project which is to create a customer portal for ordering online. The portal is supposed to show any historical information and any recommendations for the customers, and the portal is supposed to follow security standards. The next section you can possibly have is a trade-off matrix. Here you can mention the constraint on which you are flexible and the constraint on which you are fixed as a project manager. So in this example, this is a pure agile project, and hence you can see that the scope is flexible whereas the schedule and resources are fixed. On the right hand side, you can see the target tolerance. You can have a plus or minus 4 weeks tolerance for schedule, plus or minus $100,000 tolerance for resources. You can also have a product architecture as a section where you can mention the product's high level architectural components. So in this example, we are having a Windows Server stack. We are targeting public and private cloud for the application. We are also having a need to integrate with internal legacy systems, and there are some architectural patterns like CQRS and circuit breaker being mentioned. You can also mention your project's main milestones. In this example, we have given milestones of a pilot release, UAT acceptance, and different geographies to be released on different dates. You can also mention your high-level risks. And if your space permits, you can also add assumptions and issues on top of the PDS. So now that we are talking about APM framework, let us summarize what each and every phase does. Envision, we do the elevator pitch, the product vision, the initial release plan, milestones, and PDS. In Speculate, we talk about technical design and we revise the release plan. We also do the sprint level planning. In Explore, we start delivering the user stories. In Adapt, we continue to do that, and on top of that, we also triage defects or bugs, and we do continual improvement using retrospective inputs. And we also do sprint reviews in Adapt. In Close, we document key learnings. So what do we do at Tech Canvas? We are an authorized training partner for PMP exam. We provide you the 35-hour PMP training that you're looking for. We have a question bank with 2000 plus questions which you can use to practice the topics. We also have full-length simulation exams which you can use to mock the actual exam. We also have flashcards and crossword puzzles for you to memorize various topics. We also provide trainings for CAPM and ACP certifications. If you are interested in any of these certifications, you can reach out to us. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.